students, so we have started exercise 1.4 of the sets chapter, and first problem I have already done. If you see my previous video, then first problem I have done. So second onwards I will be taking. So see, all these questions I have written. The first question, today's session, that is question number 2. So concepts I have already explained. Total concept is clear to all of you. Simple questions are these, but children commit mistake, right? For such small questions also. So that is why I will explain as well as I will solve simultaneously, because there will be revision of the concept and the solution of the questions as well. So see, let A and this B, these are the two sets, A and B, right? Is A subset of B, right? So what is the definition of subset? A is the subset of B only if every element of A in B, then A is the subset of B. I'll repeat, A is the subset of B only if every element of A, right, belongs to B. See, A is the set where elements are A and B, and both the elements of this set is in B, right? Therefore B means I am talking about this B set, not this is small b, this is capital B. So both the elements are there in the set B, therefore A is the subset of B, right? A is the set having these two elements, and B is the set having the element A, B and C. Therefore A is the subset of B. Means both the elements are there in B. What is A union B? So A union B, it is a set. What kind of set is this? The elements of A union B, they are either in A or in B. So see, A is in both, so I will write A. Then B is in both, I will write B. One element of C is left, that is A, B, C. So what do we conclude out of this kind of result? That if A is the subset of B, right, then A union B will be equal to the set B. ABC is the set B only, isn't it? So that can be understood by Venn diagram also. I will explain. In the Venn diagram, suppose I am drawing this set as B, bigger set. Three elements are there, A and B. A is having two elements, A and B, right? So suppose A is this, B is this, and C is here. Three elements are there in the set B, but another set which are having only two elements. So I will draw another circle. This is the set A. So what do we observe? The A set is completely inside the set B, right? The union, if you are making, so union will be completely this A union B. Union means where all the elements are either in A or in B. But you see the C is outside this A. But when we are making union, then complete all the elements will have to be taken. So this is A union B. So what do we observe? A union B is nothing but the set B, isn't it? When A is the subset of B, the union of A union B will be equal to B. So this I explained using Venn diagram also and by listing method also. So concept, solving the problem along with the concept, right? Means more number of problems are coming with this kind of, then you will be able to take up the problem and you will be able to solve it. Right. See, question number 3. If A and B are two sets such that A is subset of B, then what is A union B? The same question. If A is the subset of B, then A is the subset of B, then A union B will be equal to B. That is the answer of this question. Just I explained over here. Question number 4. Are you getting no? Concept is clear. With the Venn diagram, things become very easy. When subset is there, means this set is inside the bigger set. A is the subset of B, means A is inside the B. All the elements are here in B. But some elements are there which will not be in A, but that will be in B. So that is the C. In this case, we have written this C outside the set A. But when we are making a union, the elements should be either in A. So complete, we will take all these elements. This complete set B will come as A union B. Right? So if you practice, it will be easier for you to understand further. So fourth question. If A is this, B is this, C is this, and D is this, fine. There are 7 this thing. So I will take up few of this to make you understand the concept. So I will take up the first one. Then I will take up suppose fourth one. Then I may take up fifth one. So 3 parts I will be taking. Remaining you are supposed to do. Concept is clear. So remaining you can solve by your own. So I will take up the first A union B. So A is this, right? So A union B means those elements which are common, that I will write, and the remaining element of A and the remaining element of B will be written. So in this case, A union B, that is the first part I am taking. पहला part ले लेते हैं, fourth part लेते हैं, because these 3 are similar. एक ये ले लेते हैं, फिर ये ले लेते हैं, चलो 4 में से 2 ले लेंगे हम. Then all the 3 are taken, so I will take one of this, and then rest you have to do by your own. So A union B. So A union B एक ऐसा सेट है जिसके एलिमेंट्स या तो A में होंगे या तो B में होंगे. So first I'll see 1. 1 is in A, it may not be in B, or it is in B, doesn't matter, but that I will write. 2 I will write because 2 is in A. 3 I will write because 3 is in A. Right? But 3 is in here also. So I will write once. 4 I will write because 4 is there in A. 4 is here also. So I will write only once. Now all the elements of this is over A. Now I will see the elements of B. Those elements should also be there in A union B. The remaining elements are 5 and 6. So that I will write. So these are the elements of A union B. Clear? Concept understand करो बच्चों. Concept को समझो, वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट. प्रॉब्लम क्या है, इसमें 20 तरह के प्रॉब्लम बना सकते हैं और उसको हम अगर सॉल्व करेंगे दिस शेयर वेस्टेज ऑफ टाइम, वो आप कर सकते हो, आपकी प्रैक्टिस भी हो जाएगी उसमें. ठीक है? सो बेसिकली अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड देन प्रैक्टिसिंग इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट इन एनी सब्जेक्ट, इवन इन फिजिक्स. Practicing the numerical problems. Once understanding is there, the practice for them. For mathematics, number of problems you have to solve. Understand and solve the problems. Anyway, so we will go for the next. That is the fourth one. That is the fourth part. Fourth one, B union D. B union D. B union D. See, this is B and this is D, right? This is B union D. So first element I will write of B, that is 3. 3 is there in this? No. Then we will get 4. Then we will write 5. Then we will write 6. All the elements of B has come. So if common elements are there, need not to write over there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing is common in this. So elements of both the sets will be coming in this. That is 7, 8, 9, 10 I will write. 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be B union D. So which are common? I have written once. Here nothing is common. So all the elements of B and D will come. Such sets are called, if nothing is common in this, such sets are called disjoint set. In 2 sets, no element is common. And such sets are called disjoints. Very important, right? B and D. B is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can write sets B and D are disjoint sets. Disjoint sets. We can write like this also. And disjoint sets are shown in Venn diagram like this. This is B and this is D. This is B, this is D. In B, which are the elements? 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can write 3, 4, 5 and 6. And here 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the elements of D. And they are disjoint. Nothing is common in these two sets. So all the elements of B and D are taken. That is B union D. Clear? Understand. Now I will take this problem. That is fifth part. That is A union B union C. A union B union C. So first I will take the elements of A. That is 1. 1 is there in B? No. I will take 2. 2 is there? No there. 3. 3 is here and 3 is here. So I have written once. Then we will talk about 4. Definition should be clear. A union B union C. So those elements which are common in any of the two, that will be written only once. Or if it is common in all the three, then also it will be written only once. This all the elements of A union B, A and B and C should be in A union B union C. बार बार मैं ये बात बोल रहा हूं, इसको अंडरस्टैंड कर लो बच्चों कि A यूनियन B यूनियन C एक ऐसा सेट बनेगा जिसमें A, B और C के सभी एलिमेंट्स रहेंगे. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि कहीं भी एलिमेंट अगर कॉमन है तो उसको हम सिर्फ एक बार लिखेंगे. ऐसा नहीं कि तीनों में कॉमन होना चाहिए. 2 में भी कॉमन है तो उसको एक बार लिखेंगे. तीनों में कॉमन है तो एक बार लिखेंगे. नहीं कॉमन है तो वो एलिमेंट एज इट इज रखेंगे A, B, C का. ठीक है. चल. सो 1, 2, 3, 4 I have written. So 4 is here, 4 is here. So I have written once. So all the elements of A has come. So which are the elements in B left? That is 5 and 6. So I will write 5 and 6. So all the elements have come. And 5 is common in both. So I have written once. 6 is common in both. I have written once. Then 7 and 8 of C is left. So these are the elements of A union B union C. Right? So इसको अगर हमको A यूनियन B यूनियन C अगर वेन डायग्राम में दिखाना है तो किस तरह से दिखाएंगे वो भी हम बता दें. आई एम कोरिलेटिंग एवरी एस्पेक्ट इन दिस, एवरी क्वेश्चन, एवरी पार्ट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन थ्रू वेन डायग्राम. पर वेन डायग्राम कंसेप्ट ऐसा है कि बहुत जगह अप्लाई होता है एंड इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक है. आगे के प्रॉब्लम्स कुछ न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम्स इस तरह के जहां पर के टेक्सचुअल पार्ट रहता है, राइट, जिसको हम वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स भी बोलते हैं. तो ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स में वेन डायग्राम का कंसेप्ट बहुत यूज होता है. ठीक है. अच्छी बात है. सो अगर वेन डायग्राम से हम दिखाना चाहेंगे, दूसरा एक ऐसा, सपोज दिस इज ए, दिस इज बी एंड दिस इज सी. अब इसमें जो जोन्स बने हुए हैं, ये जोन कौन सा है? दिस इज इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ ए एंड बी. दिस इज द इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ बी एंड सी. दिस पार्ट इज द इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ A and C. इंटरसेक्शन कंसेप्ट क्लियर है, बता दिया है. अब ये पार्ट जो है, ये पार्ट, राइट, ये है इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ A, B and C. अब देखेंगे कोई एलिमेंट जो कॉमन रहेगा तीनों में, वो एलिमेंट यहां पर लिखेंगे. राइट, जो कॉमन है तीनों में वही लिखेंगे, दूसरे एलिमेंट्स नहीं लिखेंगे. सो अब देखो A, B और C में कोई तीनों में कॉमन कोई एलिमेंट दिख रहा है क्या? 4 तक यहां है, राइट. तो 3, 4 इसमें तो कॉमन है, लेकिन 3, 4 में ये कोई भी एलिमेंट ऐसा नहीं जो तीनों में कॉमन है, राइट. दिस इन दैट एलिमेंट शुड बी द एलिमेंट्स टू बी रिटन ओवर हियर शुड बी इन ऑल द 3 सेट्स, राइट. सो नो एलिमेंट इज लाइक दिस. बट इन दीज 2 sets we are getting common 3 and 4, means A intersection B. Intersection means common elements. So what are the common elements? 3 and 4. So I will write, this is the common zone. So it is 3 here and 4 here. These 2 elements are there. Nothing is there in this. A intersection B, I will write in this part only 3 and 4. Now, I will talk about B and C. What is common in B and C? That is 5 and 6. So I will write 5 here, 6 here. Not in this, because nothing is common in all the three. Then, now A and C. A and C. What is common? A and C. Nothing is common. So nothing will come in this. Getting my point? Understand how to make Venn diagram. That is also equally important. Right? So, in A, which are the elements left? 1 and 2. So I will write 1 here, 2 here. So these two elements will be coming in this area. Then 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this set, if you look at 3, 4, 5, 6, all the 4 elements have come. So nothing is to be written. 5, 6, 7, 8. In this set, see 5, 6 has come. So what is left? 7 and 8. Those elements. So if we are finding union, so see, what is A union B union C? If you look at carefully, this part, in this part, no element is there. आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कंक्लूजन बताने जा रहा हूं वेन डायग्राम से, इसको ध्यान से सुनो. Don't see the solution of the question only. You are supposed to go beyond that. Something more is to be understood through this question. इसमें बहुत सी चीजें हम ऐड करके बता सकते हैं. हम सिर्फ आपके एनसीईआरटी के बुक के प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं करा रहा हूं, उसके पीछे कुछ एडिशनल कुछ कंसेप्ट्स जो कि आपको आगे बहुत काम देगा. सी, हमने वेन डायग्राम बना दिया. अब इसमें यूनियन दिखाना है, ए यूनियन बी यूनियन सी. तो हमने क्या बताया, इफ बना दिया. तो इसमें हम क्या ऑब्जर्व क्या कर रहे हैं वेन डायग्राम से, कि इसमें ये पार्ट कहीं भी नहीं आ रहा है, कि इसमें एलिमेंट है ही नहीं है. तो कौन कौन सा होगा यूनियन बी में? सो एरिया आ जाएगा ए यूनियन बी में. राइट. अभी ये एरिया कौन सा है, अगर ध्यान से देखोगे आप, सो ये एरिया आता है ए यूनियन सी का आता है, पूरा कवर हो रहा है. सो दिस पार्ट इज ए यूनियन बी यूनियन सी. ये पार्ट आ गया, हमने उसका ये बनाया हुआ है. अब फिगर से क्या देख रहे हैं हम, कि दिस इज ए यूनियन सी. ए यूनियन सी आ रहा है. तो क्या ए यूनियन बी यूनियन सी इज इक्वल टू ए यूनियन सी? तो वेरीफाई कर लेते हैं. अब ए यूनियन सी क्या है उसको बना लेते हैं. हम तो फिगर से तो देख रहे हैं, वेन डायग्राम से देख रहे हैं कि ये पार्ट तो आ ही नहीं रहा है, सिर्फ इतने ही पार्ट यूनियन में आ रहे हैं. इसका मतलब ए यूनियन सी हो गया. ठीक है. अब ए यूनियन सी क्या है देखेंगे. ए यूनियन सी ये एक सेट है. राइट. और वो सेट कैसा है, ए के साथ सी का यूनियन है. तो वो एलिमेंट्स देखेंगे हम. राइट. देखिए 1 2 3 4. आई विल राइट 1 2 3 4. 1 is common? No. 2 is common in these two? No. 3 is common? No. 4 is common? No. कोई भी एलिमेंट कॉमन नहीं है. सी का एलिमेंट ये है, वो भी हमको इंक्लूड करना पड़ेगा. दैट इज 5 6 7 8. तो हम क्या देख रहे हैं लिस्टिंग मेथड में, ए यूनियन सी इज दिस. what is A union B union C? That is same. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Here also 8 is there. So A union B union C is equal to A union C. ये हमको कैसे पता लगा? जब हमने वेन डायग्राम बताया तो हमको ये समझ में आ गई. So how much useful this Venn diagram is, ये आपको समझ में आ गई बात. ठीक है. So क्वेश्चन जब हम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं तो उससे हम उसके बियॉन्ड जाकर के कुछ ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन निकाल रहे हैं और अंडरस्टैंडिंग को बढ़ा रहे हैं. ठीक है. I think you are getting the things. So this is the concept for A union B. Remaining you try by your own. You will be able to do. I am 100% sure. चलिए आपके लिए ये पार्ट भी हम कर देते हैं. ठीक है. So 7th part. देखिए B union C union D. ये भी निकाल करके देख लेते हैं. B union C union D. अब देखिए B में एलिमेंट्स कौन से हैं? 3 4. इसको हटा दिया जाए यहां से. 3 4. So first 3 I have written. 3 is not common anywhere. 4, it is also not common in any of the remaining sets B, C and D. So I will talk about 5. So 5 is here as well as here. So I will write 5 once. 6 is here. 6 is here also, so that I will write. Then the remaining element 7 is here, 7 is here also, right? 8 at both the places, 9 and 10. So these are the elements of B union C union D. By Venn diagram, if you are making in a similar manner as I have done in the previous problem, means this one, so you will realize the B union C union D, and if I am finding the union of B and D, we will get the same result. Now, it is additional knowledge for you, right? In a similar manner, Venn diagram, I will show you. Suppose this is B, this is C, right? And this is D. This is B, this is C, and this is D. So, this is B intersection C. Common elements are here. So, B and C, which are the common elements? 5 and 6. Nothing is common in all the three. This zone is common for all the three. And nothing is common in all the three sets, B, C, and D. So, in these two elements are common. So, I will write 5 here, 6 here. And C and D, which are elements are common? 7 and 8. C and D, that is 7, 8. These two elements are common. And remaining elements of B is 3, 4. I will write 4 here. And remaining elements of D is 9 and 10. Right? So, if you are making B union D, because this part is not there. This part is nowhere. So, B union D is these elements. Right? So, what is B union? This is completely, if you look at, that is B union C union D. And I will see B union D. What is B union D? These elements are coming, Venn diagram, very much useful. I am emphasizing again and again and again. Take care of it. B union D means all these elements are there in B union D, not over here. So, which are the elements in B union D? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. These are the elements. So what do we notice? The same thing is there, B union C union D. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Therefore, we can write B union C union D is equal to B union D. We got another information which is not required for this particular question what is given. But I have got another information, and through Venn diagram. So how much Venn diagram is beneficial, that you can understand after seeing the conclusion of solution of this question. Okay. Fifth question is, find the intersection of each pair of question number 4. Question is this only, but here in place of union, sign is intersection. So I will take one by one. Whatever questions I have taken for this, same question I will take for intersection. See, first part, I need A intersection B. This is the sign of intersection. Previous video you see. I just revise the things. And A intersection B, I have been talking again and again. This word is coming from my mouth. If you look at in this also, I have told you intersection by Venn diagram, by listing method and all. So what is A intersection B? A intersection B is a set where the elements are common in these sets. Those elements will be written in this set. A intersection B. So A is this, B is this. So which are the elements common in this? That is 3, 4. 3, 4 here, 3, 4 here. So A intersection B is 3 and 4. Simple, right? Then we will go for the fourth one. Fourth one is B intersection D. B intersection D. B intersection D. B and D. B and D. Is there any element common? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing is common. So I will write there is no element in B intersection C, and this is called the null set. empty set, and it is denoted by phi also. In null set we denote like this, bracket, there is no element inside. So B intersection B, null set, there is no element, so it is denoted by phi also. Clear? Concept is clear. So for you I will take A and C, B and C. Suppose B and C we are taking. That is the second one. B intersection C. What is B intersection C? This is B, this is C. Which are the elements common? 5 and 6 is common. So I will write 5, 6, two elements. We will go for this one. B and D we have done. We will do A intersection B intersection C. That is the fifth one. A intersection B intersection C. Means those elements will be written which are common in all the three. A, B, C. In all the three sets, those elements should be common one. So A, B and C, if you look at, nothing is common in all the three. I am not talking about any two. In all the three elements should be common. So it is up to fourth. It is 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 5, 6, 7, 8. So in A, B and C, which are the common element? No. No element is common, means this is phi. Getting my point? So this is the concept. So remaining problems you can take up, you can solve by your own. So remaining questions of this particular exercise, 4, 5 questions are left. Those questions I will solve next time. So I will meet you once again with the remaining questions, and till then, be happy and be safe.